Hi there, Capricorns. This is Tanya Lee of Harmonia Tarot. Welcome to your September monthly forecast. I just wanted to give you a heads up, being that we are in September. September is my birthday month. I am a Libra, so it's the tail end of the month. But as a special, I am giving $10 off for all private readings for the month of September if you book in September. I do have a couple bookings available, so if you're interested, just go in the description area. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so this way you can be notified of future episodes. Click that bell twice. And as with every reading, this is a general reading for Capricorns, that this is not going to be able to resonate with everyone. There's just no way I'll be able to connect with every and each individual soul. However, as much as I would like to. So for those of you who are new to it, just know that, if it's a message that doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. Take what resonates and leave the rest, all right? Use your own intuition to guide you. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and cross-watchers are welcome. If there's other partners in the storylines that come about and you think that you go with the other person, person B versus person A, then just switch the story around. Use your own intuition. All right. So let's see what we have here for our Cappies. I've already pre-shuffled, I am meditated, and I'm in tuned with the cards. So let's call upon our ancestors, our guides, our ascendant masters to see what messages and clarity we need for Capricorn for the month of September. What clarity can we get for the month of September for our Cappies? For Capricorn. Mending. Serendipity. Co-create. All right, Capricorns. This is the overall theme of this reading this month. We have mending. Next to serendipity, followed by co-create. Capricorns, I feel like we have an individual here that has gone through a tremendous amount of healing. Some of you have had a lot of support, and some of the support has felt like a partnership and almost like a committed relationship or even a committed friendship. If this is in business, it would definitely be a committed partnership. I feel like there's something in line where you're not doing something alone. So this healing that's taking place, there is some co-creation going on, meaning that there's maybe more than one individual manifesting a dream coming true. All right, and it might feel like there's luck involved with this. Maybe it's a person that comes new in your life, or maybe it's a loved one that comes from the past. But we'll see what the tarot cards have to say. All right, as always, for all my monthly spreads, with the overall reading, I typically do one row for the beginning of the month, then the middle of the month, and then the end of the month. Please keep in mind that time is always flowing, meaning that some of this may take time in the past. Some of this may just start happening since we are filming this in, we're recording this in August right now. But, and it might happen later. So keep in mind, don't get so stuck on the dates and the times. Look at the title, see how it resonates with you. Like I said, use your own intuition. All right, what other messages do we need to hear? We have Fool reversed, Page of Earth reversed, King of Earth, Three of Air, Eight of Water, Six of Water, there's that past, Eight of Fire, the Emperor, Two of Fire, oh, hold on, running out of room here. Ten of Earth, Page of Water reversed. Underneath the deck, we have Five of Fire. Yes, we definitely have an individual here, Cappies, and this doesn't necessarily mean you're dealing with a fire sign, but it could be. It could be Leo, Sag, or Aries. But here is an individual, when I see this particular card, and not from structural meaning of what the standard card means, to me, this is a person who is not only reflecting, but is passionate, can be a little bit discerning. Do you see how she's got the flowers glowing in there? She looks a little bit frustrated. She looks a little bit, it's almost like she's got an idea, but it's not quite there yet. It's not quite happening yet. It's not quite in the growth period. Now we do have 4 of air here reversed. So I do believe that this individual, and this is air energy, so it could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But do you see how they're both reflecting? This is about both looking within something. So there's definitely some maybe past memories that are coming up, or past hurts, or things that maybe this individual, it could be you, that you took a risk at something and it didn't go quite as planned. Not the beginning that you were hoping for. And we have the Fool here, and this is all about new beginnings, but this is reversed. So the way this is lying out, I do feel that we had an individual that this particular person, that somebody walked away, because right underneath that is the 8 of Waters with a 2 of Fire. And I will show you how that story plays out when we get down to this row. The Page of Earth is also reversed, and this is all about a new beginning of abundance, okay? A new journey. So with these two reversed, I do feel like this could have been something within the past that was not fulfilling, that you just didn't have the start that you really wanted. Because you have the King of Earth next to this, and this could be your own energy. This is very an abundant king. This king is all about, you know, it's not just materialistic needs, but also the fact that he's abundant, meaning that he's there and supportive. He's a grounding king, and I do feel like that is the energy of you. But next to it, we have this individual who, with the 3 of air, this is a 3 of Swords. This to me is really past regrets. So this could have been with a relationship with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But do you see how he's kind of like looking on, she's looking away. She's turning away from this. So I do feel like someone turned their back. But there's reflection here. There's somebody who definitely left with this Fool beginning, because we have the 8 of Water here, and this is water energy. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But do you see how he's got his treasures and he sees the ship leaving? Someone definitely left a situation. And I feel like, because the way that these cards are playing out, how they're looking at each other, I feel like they're just reflecting on this person leaving and maybe wanting to come back. You have the 6 of Water, which is next to this 8 of Water. So a lot of water energy here, a lot of emotions, emotional blocks, but she's reflecting. You see how she's looking down at her own reflection. This is about wondering who they are. How did this happen? You know, how did this relationship form me? How did this, you know, how did this shape me or make me who I am right now? But there's a need to wanting to get out of this roughness, okay? We have the 8 of Fire here, which is fire. So it's Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. So you really have all the signs here. But there's definitely this need of wanting to come back together. And I do feel like there is a mending of some sorts in play here. There's definitely somebody who at one point felt like this relationship and these dreams were all in play, okay? So there's definitely something where there was a partnership working together, and now we have it not working together, and there's one who is definitely reflecting about this relationship and this breakup, and another one who's really wanting to come back. Whether that's you or the other individual, there's a need of somebody wanting to return to what was, to return to what felt like serendipity, this good luck thing. But what happens with this energy is that we have the Emperor here. Now for this is sometimes the Emperor, you can be Aries, but to me I really read this as Leo. So, you know, whatever, it's fire energy for sure. But the thing when you have the Emperor, and especially it's with it falling underneath the 3 of air and the 4 of air, there was definitely someone in this relationship that might have seemed a little bit more like, you know, when you have co-creating, it's even, it's equal. But to me, there was somebody who was more controlling over this situation, okay? Came off as a little bit controlling, whether that was the other person or you. Maybe there was some high expectations. We have the 2 of fire here reversed. So this is all about having a lookout, new beginnings, seeing the future. But again, this is falling all underneath the same row as the Fool, walking away. There's no new start here. It's feeling like somebody is just indecisive or stuck in the area of wanting to return to something, okay? We got the Fool here, and then it follows by this 2 of fire reversed. What's interesting next to this is that we have an individual here, and I do believe this is the Cappies, is that, you know, with the 10 of earth, this is about having all of abundance. This is about wanting to have all the dreams. This is about having the perfect family, the abundance, the health, all of it. All of it's all together. This person is secure. But next to it is the page of water reversed. So somebody is definitely waiting for return of someone and wishing and hoping that this creation can start. If this is career-based, I do feel like whatever partnership that left you unsatisfied, you know, if you weren't satisfied with it, or if you didn't get the promotion that you wanted, you definitely know your worth with this King of Fire energy. It's just that the situation was in a controlling area where, you know, obviously this could have been the boss, that it left you feeling unfilled, that it didn't allow you to get to this area. And that although that you're waiting for some kind of offer to come in, as small as it is, you're kind of in that expectation mode of being disappointed. Let's clarify this with the Rider deck for some of the cards on here. Just going to do a quick shuffle. All right, Capricorns. I feel like this support that was needed, or this person who had your back, because with the Mending card, this is all about healing, right? Feeling better. Maybe somebody was in your life when you're together. You got an owl here, and you got, you know, the cheetah here, which is movement and wisdom. But, you know, they're 2 different spectrums of the same. It could have been someone who was very opposite from you. Yeah. There's this need of wanting to come out of this confusion of all these choices. This was reversed. So I feel like you don't feel like this, whether it's you, somebody feels like they don't have a choice. Again, we got 2 of fire, or I'm sorry, Page of Wands on top of the 2 of fire reverse. This is all about not a new beginning, okay? You did get you got 6 of Cups again. So this is about that past relationship. Now this did come reversed. So within this card on top of it, I do feel like it's an in and out energy. I do feel like one person doesn't want to come back, and then another person is really hoping they'll change their mind. I think we have 2 energies. Yeah, we definitely do. Somebody's definitely burdened by this relationship. And it could be on both ends. One's burdened because they know the other one has expectations of them coming back, but they're feeling really defensive. They don't want to have these arguments. They don't want to have that controlling nature. A lot of fire energy here, Capricorns. And this is definitely some kind of partnership or commitment that was in play originally. So this is definitely not for the singles or somebody who just started out in a relationship. I really do believe that this was more of a long-term relationship, or, you know, a long-term job where you put in a lot of your efforts in to get somewhere. Yeah. So with the 4 of Cups reverse, this offer was not taken. Do you see how this other one's looking at the other individual, you know, things here? And when they have an offer that comes in here, it's almost like this serendipity moment. They got this offer, but they're not even looking at it. They're looking down here. So we definitely had an individual who wasn't looking at the person. We do have an ending here, though. We do have the death. And this is probably the end of a chapter or an end of a cycle. To me, I feel like this is more of an end of a cycle of feeling this grief. I do feel that for the month of September, you are going to come out of this grief. And I'm just going to clarify real quick this death card as to, because I always have to clarify the death card for anything that's an end. I'm like, well, what's going to happen after that? I do feel, though, that for this is that it's going to leave you with new opportunities once you get through it. You're going to get out of this heartbreak, okay? Because it was reversed. So this is about having the agony. This, sometimes people can read this as being stuck in it, but I feel like it's coming out of it. The swords are going to fall out. You're going to feel a lot better when you allow the healing. Yep, you got the Magician card that just flew out, which is going to end this. This is all about manifesting what you want, okay? This is all about bringing in and that co-creation where maybe you not have to co-create with another individual, but you are now co-creating with the universe. You are now going to take the time to really think about what you want and not think so badly and reflect about what you lost, okay? Whether it was a love with these two birds here or not. It's definitely the feeling of, you know, loss and healing needed. And this person did bring a lot of friendship to you, okay? But definitely it's not what might have seemed like it was mending. It's one person wanting to mend things. I really feel like it's the nature of wanting to mend things and another person walking away and who's not ready for it. So let's pull one animal oracle, and I'm going to pull some healing whisper deck. Let's pull an animal oracle. One for you for the month of September. What animal spirit needs to come in for our Cappies? Bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. So here's the thing. When we are co-creating and wanting something or having expectations, Spirit's here reminding us that life is a mystery. Some things aren't meant to be controlled. Some things aren't meant to be, you know, expected. That you have to let the unexpected in, because if we knew every individual thing that came in, think about how boring it is. Think about how we wouldn't have any appreciation for the types of things that we do want in our life. How would we know? How would we know if we always got what we wanted, right? So however this relationship may have not served you, just know in your heart that now you have that polar, right? So now you know what the opposite of what you don't want, okay? So really pull in that energy. I'm gonna pull 2 healing cards for you for the month of September for our Cappies. These cards are a little big, so I'll probably, yeah, here we go. We got unconditional love, triggers. All right, so especially with these 2 cards, I mean, they really go hand in hand. And you have here, listen, there's a 9 and a 6 here, okay, for cards if you're into numbers. So with unconditional love, this is a reminder that everything happens for a reason, that we can't control situations, but that does not mean that we can't love a person for what they brought to us, even if it's holding on to those things of like they were horrible. Now I'm not talking about someone who was abusive in any kind of shape or form. I'm talking about having love for yourself and having a love for why that lesson had to take place, why that lesson was here. Because by showcasing unconditional love, you are bringing yourself in a higher vibration. So remember that. So remember, if you are thinking of memories or this person does pop back in your life and it may trigger you to bring up some of this old past heartache, or you know, wanting something like that, like how you had originally wanted, which was that commitment. But just remember, you can't control it, okay? But you can control how you feel. You always have the ability to control and have a choice of how you feel. So when these triggers come back, I think Spirit's really just reminding you is that, you know, remember that unconditional love, because only in that unconditional love is really going to allow these manifestations, which you have Temperance right underneath this. This is all about balance. Manifestations to really come in. All right, Cappies, if you liked this reading, go ahead and let me know if this resonates for you. Comment below. I always read everybody's comments. I love to chat with people, so go ahead and feel free to do that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. And also, just a reminder, I do have a Facebook group, Harmonia Tarot, and I do go live on Sundays and Mondays, sometimes just on Sundays, but primarily I go live on there for additional collective readings and sometimes a chance to get a card pull and donation readings live on Facebook. So feel free to join me there. All right? Thanks again, Cappies. Have a good month.